Hey, welcome back. So today we're diving into a question I get all the time. How in the world do you eat a high-protein diet, for muscle, for recovery, without your bank account taking a massive hit? Let's get into it.
Right off the bat, you probably think getting fit means getting expensive. You walk through the store, you see all the fancy supplements, the prime cuts of steak, and you just think, is this a luxury I can't afford? Well, I'm here to tell you that's really not the whole picture.
And look, let's be honest. That feeling, the high-protein price tag, it's a real thing. You see the cost of salmon, grass-fed beef, those giant tubs of protein powder, and yeah, it adds up fast. It can be super discouraging when you're trying to do the right thing for your body, but also stick to a budget.
But this is the key, the absolute game-changing truth right from our source material. With a little bit of know-how and some smart choices in the grocery aisle, you can 100% fuel your body the right way without breaking the bank.
So before we get into the how, let's just do a super quick refresh on the why. Why is everybody so obsessed with protein? Well, to put it simply, it is literally the building block for your body, especially if you're hitting the gym or just being active.
Protein is like your body's personal construction crew. When you work out, you create these tiny tears in your muscles, and protein is what comes in to repair them and build them back stronger. That's how you get muscle growth. And a huge bonus? It keeps you feeling full, which is an absolute lifesaver if you're trying to manage your weight.
Okay, so let's talk numbers. How much protein are we actually talking about here? Well, if building muscle is your main goal, the experts point to a sweet spot, about 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight, every day. That gives us a real, solid target to aim for.
All right, now for the fun part. Let's start building your shopping list, your budget protein arsenal. These are the absolute heavy hitters that are going to be the foundation of your diet.
Just look at this lineup. These are absolute powerhouses. You've got eggs, super cheap, super versatile. Then lentils, come on, 18 grams of protein per cup, that's incredible for a plant-based source. And canned tuna, a whopping 20 to 25 grams of protein just hiding in your pantry. We're not talking about fancy exotic foods here. These are everyday staples that are just packed with potential. So knowing the ingredients is half the battle, right? But turning them into actual meals that you want to eat, that's where the magic really happens. So let's map out a full day of eating that's high in protein and low in cost.
First up, breakfast. This is designed to load you up with energy and keep you satisfied all morning long.
It's so simple, but so effective. You're getting your complex carbs from the oats for slow-release energy, you're getting about 12 grams of top-tier protein from those 2 eggs, and then you get a little extra protein and some healthy fats from the peanut butter. What a perfect way to start the day.
Okay, next up, a lunch that's going to power you right through that afternoon energy dip.
The classic bodybuilder meal, and for a very good reason. You've got your lean animal protein from the chicken, you're adding even more protein and fiber with the lentils, and it's all on a bed of rice for that essential energy. It's balanced, it's filling, and it is dirt cheap to make.
Now, for that time between lunch and dinner, you need a smart snack to hold you over, not some expensive processed bar.
Seriously, can it get any easier than this? A simple container of Greek yogurt is loaded with protein. We're talking 10 to 15 grams right there. Throw some oats or berries on top for a little texture and fiber, and you've got the perfect, satisfying snack.
And for the final meal of the day, a power dinner that's going to help your muscles recover while you sleep without feeling heavy.
Let's bring back one of our superstars, canned tuna. Mix it up into a big salad, toss in some beans for even more protein and fiber, load it up with your favorite veggies, and finish with a little olive oil for healthy fats. It's delicious, it's nutritious, and it's incredibly kind to your wallet. Okay, you've got the foods, you've got the meal ideas, now let's zoom out a bit. Let's talk about the system that turns this from a one-day thing into a sustainable, money-saving lifestyle.
Think of these as your 5 golden rules. 1. Buy in bulk. Things like oats, rice, and beans are way cheaper this way. 2. Master meal prep. Cooking your food for the week saves you from that last-minute expensive takeout order. 3. Mix your proteins. Combining animal and plant sources is great for your health and your budget. 4. Go seasonal with your produce. It's always cheaper. And 5. Limit the junk. Those packaged snacks are expensive and offer you almost nothing in return. This is your blueprint for success. So, what's the big idea here? Let's tie this all together into one simple concept that you can take away from this explainer.
This right here, this is everything. The myth tells you that you need those expensive protein powders. The reality? Eggs and lentils will get you there. The myth says you need fancy, expensive cuts of meat. The reality? Canned tuna and chicken are your workhorses. The myth sells you on complicated, restrictive diets. The reality is that simple, smart meal prep is all you'll ever need.
And that's the bottom line, isn't it? Building a stronger, healthier body is about being smart and consistent, not about how much money you can throw at it. You can absolutely fuel your fitness, crush your goals, and keep your finances in check. So the only real question is, what are you going to cook first?